with the safety. Obviously, you didn't have a lot of time there, but from your vantage point, what kind of broke down on that play?
Yeah, I mean, obviously just play where even if, don't have a ton of time, I got to get rid of it. You're in the end zone and just held on to it for a tick too long, trying to wait on it to develop downfield. And I was trying to move away from little interior guy that kind of got through, and then it's a bad play by me. I thought the O-line did a good job for most of the night, holding up against a really good pass rush, really good group. It just can't happen. Whether, just live to find another down. If it's not there right away, get it out of your hand. Second will be second down on the 2 instead of taking that safety, and basically ends the game. Obviously our defense got a big stop, gave us another shot, but, slim chances.
Trevor, how stunned are you by the offensive performance in the last 6 quarters?
Yeah, I mean, we suck right now, so I don't pretty shocked. Obviously we had a great offseason, great training camp, and we got to figure it out. So we know we got a good group, we got good players, and we can be a really good offense, but clearly we're not. So everybody's got to take accountability, look in the mirror, and fix it. I got to play better. I'm the leader of this offense. It's on me. The wideouts got to play better. The line's got to play better. Running backs got to play better. Got to coach better. I mean, it's everybody, honestly. But we're standing around. We got to take charge. We're standing around waiting on somebody to make a play. Defense is playing their ass off the last 2 weeks. If a team doesn't score more than 20 points on us, we should win every week. We can't finish in the red zone today. Too many mistakes, getting in and out of the huddle. Communication wasn't good. I mean, it's a lot of things. And fortunately and unfortunately, it's what pisses you off after the game. A lot of it we control. But we control it, but we're not doing it right. So until we do it right, it's a different story. So we know the things we got to work on, and we got to find a rhythm as an offense. Too many good players to perform like that. Really, the last 2 weeks.
Trevor.
I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you about that because obviously it's a rhythm position where once you get into a rhythm, everything kind of flows in it. But how hard has it been to get that kind of rhythm? And secondly, did the Browns show you anything differently defensively that maybe you didn't see on film before?
Not really. This is a team that does what they do, and this coordinator's been in the league for a long time. He's been really good for a long time and has had a bunch of good defenses. And their scheme is simple, and they're physical, and they play fast, and they diagnose things quickly. And we had what I thought was a good plan, and obviously maybe it wasn't a good plan. Who knows? Didn't work. We didn't execute it great either. So there's a lot of stuff we got to go back to the drawing board and look at. And like I said, everybody just has to look in the mirror, and this isn't the time to start getting defensive. But we got to stand up and say, this is on me. I got to fix it. Everybody's got to fix it.
Trevor, it just seems like things were disjointed from the get-go. You guys had to use 2 timeouts in the first half to avoid delay of games. You slammed the ball in frustration on one of them. Anything you can point to as to why it just took so long to get into any kind of rhythm?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Seemed like, one of those was on me. The clock was rolling. It was after a big play, and we didn't have the urgency getting out of the huddle and getting up to the line and seeing the play clock. I'll own that when we took the first time out. Then after that, it's just communication, Like we're getting in late. We're trying to figure it out. And, obviously Evan went down today before the game, so some things changed, but it doesn't matter. There's no excuses. You got to perform, and you got to be able to adjust and, know the plan, know the plays that are coming in. If it changes personnel, if whatever changes, we got to get in faster. We got to get out of the huddle. This is a team, like I said, they're really good up front. You want to know where you're going protection-wise. You have time to communicate. You want to get out of the huddle quickly so you can communicate. And they do have some pressure stuff that's really good that you have to be able to diagnose. And if you don't have time, it makes it really hard. And we played behind the clock way too much today, especially in the red zone. So we got to look at it and say, hey, is it me? Am I not communicating good enough in the huddle? Are we not getting our substitutes in fast enough? Are we not listening enough in the huddle? Are we not tight enough? Are we breaking the huddle and asking what we got? Like different things. I mean, it's on all of us. We all have to look at that and just put emphasis on communication. I mean, it's day one stuff. It's simple stuff.
You mentioned follow-up. You mentioned earlier about not having Evan. What about Christian Kirk? It just seems like, for whatever reason, he hasn't been able to get going either.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great point. You know, that's something where there's opportunities where, you know, I got to give him the ball, but we got to get him the ball. We got to make that an emphasis. He's one of our best players. You know, we got to keep him involved. And I'm not putting that on anyone in particular. There was opportunities for him to get the ball today where maybe I didn't get to him quick enough or didn't find him. I went somewhere else with the ball or whatever. But we have to continue to give him the opportunities to make plays because we've all seen how good he is, and he's not the only one. So we can't hit the panic button, but we gotta have some real conversations, and we got too good of a team to come out here and perform 2 weeks in a row like this. These games are precious, and you don't get them back, and we're 0-2 to start the year, and it's not gonna get any easier. We got a lot of good teams on our schedule, so coming up this week, so we better fix it quick. But you know, we can't hit the panic button at the same time. We have to stay together.
Yeah, just to piggyback off that part, what is that balance, Trevor, between not hitting the panic button but saying, hey, what we're doing right now isn't working, and is there a step to take to kind of jumpstart this thing?
Yeah, I think it's holding yourself and others accountable, honestly. I mean, if when we go watch this game tomorrow, whenever we watch it, I'm not sure the schedule with the Monday night game. Whenever we go watch this game, we got to be honest with ourselves. And if you don't like it, and if you made a mistake, and you don't like people calling it out and talking about it, you need to find a different job because this isn't the one. You know, things matter, little details matter, and I'm talking to myself as much as anyone, so I don't want it to be misconstrued. But that stuff matters. And you look at every play. Everyone had a play today, at least one, that they can do their job a lot better. And you look back at it, and all those plays add up, and they affect the game, and you end up losing. And we played as bad as we can play, and what was it, 18-13 or something? I mean, we were 1 for 4 in the red zone. If we score one of those times, we win the game. I mean, it comes down to that. You know, we had where we didn't get set on the one play or touchdown to Christian, and then you look back at the drive earlier in the first half, we had the 2 timeouts, and then after that, I think I missed Brian, who was open, and then after that, I had to scramble and whatever. So it's just little details, and we were in the red zone twice, close down inside the 5, and didn't score. And you can't do that in this league. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. So, yeah.
Trevor, did you and did some frustration kind of boil over at one point? I think TV cameras kind of caught you guys a little bit of an animated conversation at one point.
I don't honestly remember when that was. No, I mean, just me and him talking to each other. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. I honestly don't remember. I mean, we've had a lot of conversations, today throughout the game, and it's stuff where, we're on the same page. So I guess that's what I'd say there. We're on the same page.
All right, thanks, Trevor.
Yeah. All right.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, pretty.